While orientation continues on, first-year students involved are working on getting used to their new rooms.
This past week, Danny Housholder went around campus to find some tips for students who are just moving into their new space.
Students are back on campus and boxes are once again filling up the dorms. It can only mean one thing. It's move-in day.
And moving in is really important. After all, you only get one shot at it, and it can set the tone of your room for the rest of your year.
For some tips on arranging an upperclassman dorm, I asked junior Erik Vaage what his thoughts are on setting up a suite. This year, he will call it the residence home, which provides living space for 8 people with 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a common room.
Definitely having things that are appropriate in each place. Maybe your room could be more things that you would like to have for your own personal time, and then maybe having things that would benefit the entire room, maybe sharing with other people in the main room, and then obviously other personal belongings in the bathroom.
Of course, not all students live in these suites. Most first years and a few of the upperclassmen live in a more traditional dorm with 1 or 2 roommates. Here they have to take a little bit different of a setup for their room.
Bradley Waller is a first-year student living with 1 roommate in Clinton Hall. He heard from Wartburg Res Life that it would be beneficial to loft his bed for some extra space. Fortunately for Waller, his roommate already had that taken care of.
My roommate called me and told me he had a unique loft and I wasn't going to need one. So when we got here, we tried setting it up, and after about 4 hours of work, we got it to look like that.
With Waller and other younger students in mind, Vaage offered one more piece of advice that Wartburg residents should consider after settling in.
I would say the biggest no-no, definitely leaving things out and not putting things back in the right place, and then those things can get lost.
So while you're moving in this year, try to find an organized system that works for your room. And once you do, try not to mess it up. Reporting for WTV News, I'm Danny Housholder.